Hello everyone and welcome back to the Call of Duty World at War Custom Zombie Mapping Tutorial Series. Today we are going to be adding risers into our map. Okay, so we have had the spawners just spawning in our window, but now we're going to add risers, and I was going to do this earlier in the tutorial series, but I did forget about it, so I apologize for that. So we are doing risers today, and we are going to also compile the map later on today, so there's going to be 2 videos today. So all we need to do to add a riser, I'm going to add my riser in Zone 2 where I did my terrain video over here. I just made a little room out of it. It looks really stupid, but that's where we're going to do our riser because it would make sense. Now, if you guys don't know what risers are the zombies that kind of come out of the ground with their hands. Very common in Call of the Dead if you guys have played Black Ops Zombies. So all we need to do, we are going to need to copy one of these spawners. Okay, I'm going to copy one that's already linked to the zone. Now the KVPs are in the description below if you need them, but you should just have your zombie here and copy the one that is linked to the zone. If you don't have one linked to the zone, then watch my zoning video and we cover that. So just go ahead and copy your zombie. And I'm just going to put them over here. Now let me clarify, this is not where the zombie's going to spawn. This is merely just something for the map. Okay, this isn't where the zombies are actually going to spawn. We're going to put a script struct for that. But we are going to have to add one more KVP. So go ahead and hit N to bring up the entity window. And we're going to add one. So we're going to add script string. And we're going to set this to risers. Go ahead and enter that in, and we are now done with our little zombie buddy. Now we got to go ahead and add our script struct in. So all we need to do that is right click on the 2D view, go to script and struct, and you should see this beautiful red box. Now, unlike everything else in this tutorial, this you will actually want in the ground, not above the ground, because this is where the zombie is going to place his hands. So we do want it to look realistic. I'm going to put mine like right about there. And you can switch to the side view to do this, and I just use this for reference, so I'm going to switch my grid down so that I can make it pretty precise, and just make it so that it's about halfway in. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just make sure it's like halfway in the ground, halfway above the ground. Once you have done that, just switch your grid back to a nicer grid, and we're going to add KVPs into this. So the first KVP we're going to enter is target name, and we're going to set this to zone 2 spawners rise. Now you are going to set this to whatever your zone name is, underscore spawners underscore rise. I do not think it can be different. I think it has to be your zone name underscore spawners underscore rise in the script. So mine is zone 2. I'm not doing the start zone, I'm doing zone 2. And if you remember, I named my info volume zone underscore 2 in target name. So I'm just naming this zone underscore 2 underscore spawners underscore rise. Okay, so this will always be your suffix. Once you have that, go ahead and enter it in. And we have one more KVP to enter, and that is script underscore noteworthy. And for this, we're just going to put find underscore flesh. Kind of an interesting KVP. And once you have done that, you now have a riser. And if you want more risers, ooh, what did I do there? If you want more risers, you can just go ahead and copy this one and edit the KVPs for other zones. Or if you want 2 risers in this little area, you can just go ahead and copy and paste the script struct. Now I'm going to go ahead and delete this. Now one thing, you may want to rotate it because where this little arrow points is basically where the zombie is going to be spawning. So if you have it kind of random, I don't know which way it would spawn, to be quite honest. So just hit the rotate button and make the arrow face the way that you want the zombie to face when he is rising out of the ground. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. If you did, please leave a like below, comment any questions or comments you guys may have on the video, and subscribe. Later on today, we are going to be getting into compiling and actually packaging our maps so other people can play it and we can play it with friends. And I will see you guys later on today.